Hi, everybody. We are back in the shop and we are at the Blue Bee. I'm so super excited and we're going to wait for a few people to tune in. And in the process, I'm going to try to turn this around. Um, my camera angle. So it will not. So you're just going to have to guess it. Hey, everybody, I am here. I'm super excited for you to join me today. We are at the Blue Bee, like I said. My cameraman is my husband, and he's the one that's holding my phone right now. And we're learning a lot as we go. So I'm super excited to have you here. We're a little early. We're going to see if anybody tunes in. He'll probably get tired of holding the phone as we wait. Hopefully not. He's smiling, so he's not. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a fun little project, and I'm just going to show you a quick demo of how to take our beautiful papers that we have at the shop, and we're going to make a stunning wall piece with it. So we're going to use our decoupage paper. This is just a piece of wood that I used the Fusion Mineral Paint Tester. This color is cashmere. So I painted this in advance with cashmere. This is such a beautiful warm toned, kind of like a little taupey. It has a gray in it. I think it's absolutely a beautiful color, and I think it coordinates so well with this piece of paper here. So what you're going to need is you'll need your decoupage paper. You're going to need a chip brush. You don't actually need this high of quality of a chip brush. It's just what I had in hand. Scissors. And then if we do have time, if people do tune in, we will do some molds on this as well. But if we don't have people tuned in, because I understand I haven't been around for a while, we'll just do that next time. So I'm going to try to go live every day at 1 o'clock that I'm in my shop. So that is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I am in my shop, and the first and third Saturday of the month. Now, with the beautiful your decoupage and transfer gel, this is a 2-in-1 product, and you don't have to use a whole lot of this. So really, if you're seeing texture on your product, on your base board, you have way too much. So anytime that you buy this product, make sure you get all those goodies off of your lid, because in transport, you're going to have a lot of those goodies come off. So you want to make sure that you're getting all of that as well. This is one of those things where you just got to put it on there. You don't have to be overly particular. You're just going to want to make sure that you're not overusing it, because a little does go a long way. And another thing that is very important about this is if you are in a dry area, it will dry out faster, just because the humidity level is low. So you want to make sure that you work a little bit faster if your area is dry. So remember, a little goes a very, very, very long way. And you're just going to want to cover your base with this, okay? So we're covering our base. I'm feeling it might be a little windy. Make sure you get those corners done. That's very important so your paper doesn't come off. And I have a little hair that came up. Okay, so the next step that I'm going to do is, as you notice, I did not already pre-cut. So I am going to lay my paper on my product. And the reason why I did this is because I want it to be a little bit more natural of how just going to lay this out on here. I think this is easier for measuring. Now, this is my method. This is not everybody's method. Other people will want to make sure that they are pre-cutting. But for me, I love doing it this way because now I have this all laid out. This is my board, and you're just going to run your hand across it. If you have a brayer, which we do sell at the shop, you can use a brayer to go over those edges. I like to make a crease on that, okay? And then I'm going to fold it back. And this is just my method. You can come up with your own method, but this is mine. I like to fold it back, following the edge, and then I just cut along that folded edge line. If you do tune in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to see where people are watching from, and let us know if you have any questions. Hi, whoever just tuned in, hello. I don't think I'll be able to see you or your comments. It's something that StreamYard has changed. I am actually streaming into my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. So if you did not know I had a YouTube channel, I do. I will drop the link later on today. So we're just going to follow that fold line, and we're going to cut along that. Now, if you had a razor or a straight edge, this would be a great place to use it as well, because you could just very easily cut along, use that straight edge to go right along your product. Okay, so I have all this extra paper. Do not throw that away. That is so usable for so many different products, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take more of our decoupage gel, and we're going to run it on top of this paper, okay? I like to get my corners to go over my paper a little bit. Over my baseboard. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. It gives it a little bit more of a finished edge. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I just think it's a really fun, and it just has a finished edge to that. Now, so we're just going to run our decoupage base across that. I like it when it gives a little bit texture to my base product. I think that's really neat when the paper has a little bit of texture. But if you don't want that texture, you can get cling wrap and just lay it on top of your project when it is all wet from your glue, your decoupage paste, and then just put your hands on top of that. We're in the transition stage of moving a lot of things from my studio and my basement, which if you've tuned in before, that's where you're accustomed to seeing me. But as you can tell, the background has changed a little bit, so we're not there, and we're moving everything to the shop. If you're local, stop by. We're open till 5 o'clock today. Love being here. Super excited. Okay, so you're just going to want to make sure that this gets moist and it adheres to your base, okay? So that's the main, that's what your intent is to making sure that that adheres, okay? So we have this done, and I'm just going to set it off to the side, show you what it looks like really fast. Isn't that beautiful? So simple, right? So super simple. Just super, like within seconds, and you have this beautiful already base, perfect for a background. You could even just put this in a frame and hang it up on the wall, or just drill holes in it. Okay. Okay, you can drill holes in it, put a chain or a ribbon on it, and then just use this for wall art. It's gorgeous. So just gonna run my thumb because I don't have my cling wrap. I'm going to run my thumb across this a little bit. Or not thumb and fingers to get those pockets. This is why it's another great time to use that brayer if you have one. Just to make sure that you have good adhesion to your base. Okay. And I just love how all this turns out. Now we're just going to set this to the side. Really fast, and I want to show you how we're going to do a clay mold. If my husband doesn't mind holding the camera. Okay, so today for a clay mold, another trick, if you have baby wipes, which is always wise to have basic baby wipes or Ziploc bags. So you're just going to put your brush while it's still wet in your baby wipe. Just wrap it up. This will extend the life of your paint for a little while until you can clean it. So we're going to use Iron Orchid Design He Loves Me mold. I love this one because if you were, I don't know about you, but as a little girl, I would always pick up the daisies. And, you know, like my daddy would always tell me, you pull those petals and you go, he loves me, he loves me not, he loves me, he loves me not. And my daddy always told me he always loves me. So I always made sure that I pulled them. So my daddy always loved me. But I love this one because that's what this is. It is a he loves me not. Now, what's in this Ziploc bag is cornstarch. It's good to put cornstarch for your base coat onto your molds. And that way, when you are pulling your mold, it pulls right off. This just kind of makes a barrier in between the mold surface, subsurface, and the air dry clay. Because you just want to make sure that it pulls off a little bit more evenly. Now, we are going for more of a vintage, aged look. We're not looking for something that, I love the stuff where it's like, okay, that's been around a while. That's what I like. Repurposed visionary kind of things. So if it does crack in the drying process, that's one of the really fun things about air dry clay. Is the drying process does cause it to crack a little. Okay, so here's Iron Orchid Designs Air Dry Clay. As you notice, I kept it in 2 Ziploc bags. This is to prevent air getting to my air dry clay. This one's already been opened. So I'm just going to take a liberal amount. And of course, I don't want a straight edge. So I'm going to show you how to do it without a straight edge. And like I said, guys, we are moving from one place to another place, which, yes, I'm used to moving, but I'm not necessarily doing creative stuff seconds after I've moved. So we'll get there. No stress. Art should not be horribly stressful. It should actually be a really relaxing process that just helps you connect to that part of yourself where you can just breathe for a moment. Literally just breathe. That's what I hope art brings to everyone, is just a connection to relaxation, a connection to yourself, and a connection to the process of creating something. All I'm doing is using the corner of my thumb, and it has Iron Orchid Design is beautiful because it actually does have a ridge on the process on the molds. So I can very easily pull my mold out because it has a ridge on there. And we're just pressing that air dry clay into our mold. You don't have to be overly particular with this because it is going to dry It dries depending on the humidity. It's been really humid here in Missouri, so it's been taking a little bit longer. I noticed some other projects, it actually took 2 days to completely set up. But if you have a dry room, it could dry pretty quick. Okay. So let's pull this one, and it literally just pops right out of there. Look how gorgeous that is. Just pops right out. Another wonderful thing that I love about these air dry clays is because, say I want it to set like this, which I do, all I have to do is take that edge right there, pull that out, voila. Now I have my project very easily. I've reduced it down to how I would like it for my finished project. So we're going to do this little guy right here. So every Thursday night we have workshop night. So if my husband wants to zoom over to what this Thursday night is going to be, to show it off, we do have openings. But right there. We have openings for that one. This Thursday night we are booked solid. So but next Thursday night we do have openings for that toolbox. If you are unable to attend because you have another engagement, please let me know. I can pre-link it for you. And the sunflower would already be done, but you could still finish and complete the project. So we have set that off to the side. Now we have our clays, and make sure you save all those little remnants because believe me, you never know when you just need a little bit more to finish that project. And then I like to make sure that I roll my paper, my wrap, the casing around my clay, and then I put it in my first bag. I roll it, and then I seal it. And then I take my second bag and I do the exact same thing. I put it in there, try to get as much air out as I possibly can, and then I roll it. That way, you're not getting extra air in there. We're going to set that off to the side. Yes.
Did you say that's this Thursday or next?
Next Thursday. So that one is April 19th. Okay, so April 19th. Sorry, August 19th, everybody. My husband's looking at me like I'm a crazy human. It's possible. Not probable, but it's possible. Okay, so I'm actually going to put my I'm going to put my flower right there because I love this. I don't know what that is. I really should have paid attention so much more when my dad taught me all of that. I didn't think it was important. I thought my dad would be around forever. Now I just carry my daddy in my heart everywhere. So we're going to put that one there, and then I'm just going to add, we're going to cut that guy off right there. We're going to add this one. What do you guys think? You like it? Do you like it, Craig? Mm-hmm. Okay, so to put my molds on, I use Titebond. This is quick and thick. You can buy this at your local hardware store. Or you can also purchase it at on Amazon, of course. Try your best to support small businesses. It's hard. So just support your small business. And if they don't carry it, then, you know, go to Amazon. Okay, so we're putting that one there. We're going to put this guy. Beautiful thing about art is in your mind, if you sit there and say, darn it, I should have done that one first, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just adapt. So, right? You wouldn't have even known I should have said, put that one down first. Okay, so we're going to put this. I do highly suggest that you do pre-place things, just so you can see visually how it looks before you start to glue. Because once this is glued, it's glued. Okay, so we have that down. The beautiful thing about air dry clay is you can actually paint it while it's still wet. So we have a little bit of texture on this project. And video number 2 is I'm going to come back here and I will demonstrate the painting on both of my air dry clay molds. So I'm going to paint these. My next demonstration, I'm going to wax them. And then I'm also going to not stencil, I'm going to use, go to right there, I'm going to use stamps and I'm going to put bloom across right here. Okay, so what? Up here. I'm going to do bloom right up there. So I appreciate you tuning in today. I hope that you've enjoyed my quick little demo. Tune in every day at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, and I will talk to you soon. Make sure that you're staying creative. Okay, bye.